Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to the TORL stream. It's round 2 of Season 4 of the Takeover Racing League. We're here in Zandvoort for round 2 of the season. Round 2 of 12, of course, in this short, sweet TORL season. Of course, we were at Kota last week out, and it was Hope who took the win. Now, I'm aware he is arriving very shortly. For those of you who don't know the situation, I won't disclose exactly the details, but he's had some issues with the. I've got to put myself in a party. Sorry. There we go. That's better. Whereas I was in game chat there. So yeah, we've got 14 quality drivers for you this evening. Actually, we'll have more. There's a few joining qualifying, as I've disclosed. But firstly, we've got Mr. Social Antelope on an outlap. Antelope did last week. Excuse me, I'm just suffering the effects of golfing down a Magnum now. He is currently, Mr. Social Antelope is. Where's Social Antelope? I can't find his thing on the standings. Am I going crazy? Is that Tom? Oh, it could be Tom actually. And he came eighth last week. He's on 4 points. I'll go on board with Social Antelope now. And as we head towards turn 1 here in Zandvoort, tricky first corner here. You've really got to get the car turned in. There's a late curb there. It really starts halfway around the corner. And you've got to avoid the exit curb. Turn 2, then we've taken a very expansive line through there. Oh, and that's... Oh dear. Well, that's the end of the qualifying session there from Social Antelope. Unlucky stuff for him now. I mean, real shame. Turn 3, though, Eclipse. He's just gone past this Stratton Williams car, and he's coming up this straight that isn't quite as straight. It's got about 3 little kinks in it as you come up the hill. And then when you get to the top of the hill, you dive down this really fast right-hander. Oh, he's taking a bit too much speed with it. You just hear the lift off through there as he came through the middle of the corner. Then you come into quite a tricky right-hander. There's a lot of tricky corners on this track. They're just kind of off, not normal corners because they're all longer or late apex corners. It's a very technical track, and the technical drivers will do well. Coming into the stadium chicane here, then over the right hand curb, beautiful stuff there from the clips, and around the left on the exit curb, gets as straight as he can before the penultimate corner of the right, one of my favourite corners on the track, and then you come all the way around the final corner on the back right hander. Careful, you can lose the rear end there. It can step out ever so slightly, but Eclipse goes top of the time sheets for the 1 minute 12.6. Could anyone beat that? I'm sure they can try. Stephalicious to the line. What's his lap time going to be? 50.6 through the middle sector. 50.6. Let's watch that. At him to the line. 11.5. Great lap there from the McLaren driver. Michael, 49.5 through the middle. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. 49.5. Remember that as he comes to the line now. What's his lap time going to be? It's 11 flat. Well, I mean, I thought Eclipse's time was quite good, but it's not. So it's not looking so shiny anymore. What about Wardy to the line? 11.7, not too bad. Percent off his teammate. The two McLarens currently running 3rd and 4th. We have Mr. Xavi to the line now, which is slow. What about Bowman? He looks like he's going quickly, and he really is. 10.9. He's only a 10th quicker than Michael, though. So he's fastest by not by the greatest deal. That is C1 to be found. What about Freddie? No, that's not even Freddie. That's BJ going round there. Guessing Eclipse is not on a lap here. No, he's not. Ericsson. Well, actually, no, it's not on a lap because that's very slow through that middle sector. Not ideal. Freddie, though. Freddie is on a lap, I think, but it still looks a little bit slow. To the line now for the Haas driver. 11.8. I mean, I say slow. It's only 9/10 off the fastest time we've seen so far. So it's not that slow. Who's next? I think it's Smoke and Cheese to start his lap, and indeed it is. What about Michael? Not on a lap there. Sherman. Zach, I'll go with Zach there. Not on a lap time here. With Wardy not on one. Is that Xavi on a one, I think? Well, no, I think it's his teammate El Bowman, but I don't think, no, he's on a lap, so I think it is indeed C1 Tempe fan, actually. There we go. 49.4 through that middle sector. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, that's quite a good time through that middle sector. We'll have to see how it translates to an actual lap time as he comes on the final 2 corners. Looks like that red light, that red light is flashing. So I don't know if he's going to come into the pit lane or if he's just run out of ERS or something to that effect. 11.1, good lap time there from C1 Tempe fan. There's a spin down there, I think, for BJ, and it was down there. Xavi's going to come into the pit lane now. But Smoking Cheese, however, will not. Oh, it's Ericsson on a lap. I think, yes, he is. 50.5 through that middle sector. Lovely view of the... I don't know what I saw there. Ericsson's not on a lap. Smoking Cheese is, though, however. 50.1 through the middle sector. We've got nearly a third of the session completed. And we've got nearly everyone sitting a lap time. I mean, it's a shame that we were on board with Social Antelope for that binnage down at turn 3. Smoking Cheese puts himself P6, the reigning champion, up there already. Of course, he didn't score, or he scored 1 point last week out, Smoking Cheese, in that Mercedes car, so he's 24 points behind Pope, who's still, we're awaiting his joining. Atom is the second in the championship with Michael third, JT fourth, C1 Tempe found fifth, Xavi sixth, Cuba seventh. Tom up, I presume that Social Antelope is 8th. I should know this, shouldn't I? F1 Alex is 9th, he's not here tonight, and then Smoking Cheese is 10th. So then, I am asking for a gamer tag because Pope needs an invite. So apologies for this, you are watching a Mercedes car getting passed by an AlphaTauri car. Here we go, found him, invite to game. Lovely profile picture that the Pope's got on there. Right then, who have we got on a lap? Looks like Mr. Atom has just started one. Mr. Cheese is not. Steph is behind. Oh, and Eclipse has gone around. Eclipse was on a lap, but he's not anymore. Ah, here he is. Pope joined. Fantastic stuff. Let's see then. Let's flick back to Mr. Atom. He's 4 tenths up through that first sector. Not too shabby then for the man in his Oh, I nearly called him Dutch there. I don't know why. He's not Dutch actually. He's Austrian. I've got confused with Red Bull. That's why. Anyway, the Austrian. I can't think of an alliteration there. He's 4 tenths up, nearly half a second. He's looking at going on the front row here, but if he can eke out a little bit in this final sector, could go on provisional pole in his McLaren car. Let's see then as he comes around the last 2 corners now, around the banking. What's the lap time going to be? The all-important lap time for Atom. Is it going to be quickest? Oh, no, it's his 3rd quickest. He's lost time in that final sector. Stephalicious. Oh, he spun it. He spun it down at the penultimate corner. He's gone wide. I don't know what's gone on down there. It's a bit of a peculiar one there, isn't it? Down there at the penultimate corner. Zach, then, he's on a lap here in his Aston Martin car, currently P5. Let's see if he can improve on that grid slot. He needs another 3 tenths of a second to a better C1 Tempe fan's lap time of a 1:11.1. Let's see what he can do then through the final corner. Can he pit? Yes, he can. Michael, though, Michael's on a lap and he's a 10th up. This is looking like it's going to be the fastest lap time of the session. 49.4 through the middle sector. Oh, we've lost some time. It's not fastest. I think that's an improvement there. Yes, it is. He jumps up to P5, unless I'm completely mistaken, onto a 1:11.3, but I think that's definitely an improvement there. The Mercedes coming to line. Is that Ericsson? Yes, it is. P8 for him. As Smoky Cheese has invalidated and he's coming back into the pit lane. Atom, not on a lap. What about Eclipse down there? He spun on his last flying lap, but he's not on a lap this time around. Shabby. That's not him down there. That's Al Bowman. And between them is Stephalicious. It's not even Stephalicious. He went to be fan, but he's not on a lap either. So let's see then. What about Michael? No. Wardy. Let's see. I think his red light's flashing, so I don't think he's on a lap, but we'll just check. No, he's not on a lap. Just look at the sector time there. Freddie. He's on a lap here. Freddie down in P9 at the moment. 11.8. Doesn't need much to jump up into P8 here. What about his middle sector split? How much time has he found? 3.5 tenths nearly from Freddie. 49.5. That's a good middle sector from him. Let's see if there's time he can find in this final section. I'm sure he can. 2 more corners to go. And one of them is pretty much flat out. Here he goes, passing the Michael on the inside of the penultimate corner there. Runs himself up to the line. Where can Freddie put his Haas? P5. Good lap time, 11.2. So there's only 3 in first and fifth at the moment. Ericsson not on a lap. What about L. Bowman? The man is... Well, his first flying lap time is currently still the fastest lap time of the session. He's had time to come into the pit lane, come out again, and he's still in P1 here. But he's coming to the pit lane. Bigged it all up, and nothing. As I need to invite someone else. So then, who else have we got? Freddie, nope. Atom's on an outlap. We've got Eclipse on an outlap. We've got BJ down here. Now, this must be a local race for the Haas driver. Now, I don't want to... Because I'm not sure if BJ is Dutch. Or maybe Belgian. But that does look like Dutch to me. So, same speaking. So we'll go with that. Always invalidated there. Gives me a quick little moment to invite Michelle. I feel bad, but it is Michelle with the thing. Oh, I've done it wrong, haven't I? What am I like? M1 CHEL 0. That one. Invite. There we go. Invite sent to Michelle. Right then. That looked like Shabby just starting a lap time, but there's others who look like they're on a lap. Pope is on an outlap championship down there on 1. Atom, 68 thousandths down in that first sector. He's got, well, actually, I knew it was going to happen. See when Tempe Fan went quickest as I was doing all of that stuff. But good lap from him. 10.8. Did he go quickest? Did I miss that from minutes ago? I don't know. Well, Atom's going quickly here in his McLaren car. He looks like he's got a fitting helmet for that car. Kind of. Yellow and red will do, won't it, in an orange? If you mix them together, you get papaya orange. Let's see then in his McLaren if he can improve on P4. Doesn't have to find too much time. And he doesn't, but he still moves up into P3. It's a sub 71 second lap time. And it's got him in the front 3 cars. Eclipse, he's flying here. Only jumps to P10 though. There's time for him to find through there. Wardy's just starting a lap time. Smoking cheese on a flying lap here. 3.5 tenths up for him, who is coming to the pit lane. Xavi has invalidated. We'll gamble with Pope here for his lap. Good stuff. Oh dear. I was about to say, good stuff that Michelle's been able to get in. But Pope has had a little bit of a moment down at turn. Whatever number that is, I should know the number, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's annoying, isn't it? Because you've got those wiggly straights. Let's have a look then. Let's have a look at the official F1 page, and it'll tell us exactly what the time should be. As they all fly around to start laps and finish laps, but not quick ones. I'll point out. Just starting a quick one. It's Ericsson, I believe, as he's coming through turn 2 and then the banked turn 3 one. Another great corner through there. The F3's through that banked corner as he spins himself around on the exit. Trigger happy on the exit, spun himself around, not ideal. Then we'll go down to BJ, let's see what he can do. So yeah, so there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 corners at this track. You wouldn't believe it, would you? This is turn 3. And then this little kink here is 4. Then through the left of 5. Up the hill through 6. That little tiny straight here. Before you dive through 7. Through this little, like, chink of a corner there. That doesn't count, but this is turn 8. As BJ is going quickly. Turn 9 then is this long right-hander, which just then becomes the long left-hander at turn 10. And then you've got a nice little straight down here with DRS during the race. Look at him use it there, the rear wing flapping open. 49.6 through that middle sector, not too shabby for him as he comes through 11, and then the long left-hander at 12. 2 more corners to go, and they've got more than a 180 degrees combined angle through 13, and then through the banks 14. This long right-hander gets you to the start-finish straight. To the line then, what can Lerwin do? I don't want to pronounce it because I know I'm going to butcher it. BJ goes P5. It's a Haas 5.6 at the moment. Ericsson's on another lap here. Let's see how he fares then through this first sector. He's a 10th down though through there, so may have made a mistake somewhere or other as Freddie's retired. That's a crash at the exit of turn 1 actually. So he's had a little bit of a moment out of there, and he's spun the car to the inside wall, I presume, and he's out. Not ideal for him. But it was Ericsson I'm looking at, comes through turn 10, and he spins around again. He's taking the Emirates sign with him this time. Spreading polyester around. That's not Oh, it was Shabby spun around as well. DJ's not on a lap here, so we're waiting for the next person to start a lap time. And I think it's Eclipse. Or Smoke and Cheese on a lap. Oh, well, that's changed, because there weren't as many people on a lap just a second ago. But I think it's Eclipse next, because... Smoke and Cheese, I should say, because Eclipse, Ericsson, and Shabby are all behind him. 2.5 tenths for Smoke and Cheese through that first sector. Good improvement through that. Immediately through that first sector, already in P8. But he's not far behind P6 here. There's quite a gap between him and P5, though. About 5, nearly 6 tenths, actually, through there. He's got coming up to a Ferrari. That negotiates well, but he is 6 and a bit tenths up through that middle sector. Is he on for a little stormer lap at the end here, is Smoke and Cheese? He's the champion from last season. He knows how to win in this league. Can he carry through the momentum we're finding as he comes through this final corner? Can he stick it on pole? We'll see how much time he's gained in that final sector. Wouldn't put it past him. Smoke and Cheese. P6. Well, that just shows you how close the times are. I thought that man was going to stick it on pole there. But instead, he stuck it P6. 2.5 tenths behind pole. Eclipse having an awful lap down there. About Wardy, he's 4 tenths down as well. Pope 49.3 through that middle sector. That's nice and quick for the Williams car. Through there. Let's see then. He's got 2 more corners to go, and then we'll find out what his lap time is on the paper. On the screen, really, isn't it? But anyways, he comes around the final corner. As Shabby crashes down, or he retires on track down at turn 6 or whatever he did there. Pope goes P4. Just inside of 1 minute 11. 1 minute 10.991. Atom won't be improving. What about Wardy? Won't be improving. Michael will be improving. He's a tenth and a bit up. Is this the lap time he needs to set the fastest time? And it is. He's on provisional pole here. Who can beat him? I don't think there's many people. Michelle, 50.5. It's not fantastic through that middle sector. And he'll only go P13. We'll look up to Bowman. Bowman goes quickest as he crosses the line by 0.5 tenth exactly through there. 0.5 tenth is all he needed. 0.5 tenth is what he got. Zach to the line as well. P9 for him. And then we've got C110B Fan. Oh, he can't improve. And then Stephalicious last. What can he do? Nothing. Spins himself across the line, and that's qualifying over. If Smoke and Cheese got something in him? No, he doesn't. So that's qualifying over them. Oh, Smoke and Cheese bins himself on an in-lap. So we have got El Bowman on pole position here for the Dutch Grand Prix. Michael, P2 with C110B Fan. The Ferrari in P3. Atom lines up P4 with Pope P5, BJ P6, and Smoke and Cheese P7. The top 7 drivers all in different cars. The first man in the second car is Freddy Boy. He'll be starting P8, 2 places behind his Haas teammate BJ. Zach Sherman was P9, and I believe that was Wardy P10, but I'll have to wait to see the rest of the results. Waiting for them nice and patiently. We watch Smoke and Cheese be pushed back, and here we go then. So then El Bowman's on pole by 0.5 tenth ahead of Michael, but there's only 2 tenths between them, between Bowman and C110B Fan. Atom is P4 with Pope P5. There's only 8 thousandths in that as well. BJ and Smoking Cheese also split by 27 thousandths, so the times are not too large. It was Ericsson P11 with Eclipse P12, Michelle P13, Stephalicious P14, and Shabby, who didn't really get to set a representative lap time in P15, and Social Antelope, who didn't set more than 3 corners of a lap time in this qualifying session, will start last here for the Dutch Grand Prix. So we're just going to have to wait for the start of this one. There's been a ping. 1:30 we go out. We've got about 2.5 minutes or so before we get this underway. Broadcast formation lap because of the game glitch, of course, so don't be too surprised when that happens, or too worried even. If you're living in the UK today, it's been quite warm, isn't it? And that question's already being answered. Let's have a look then. Yeah, it's been a warm day. It'd be a warm week, really. So, good luck to everyone in the UK. And even in Europe, to be fair, because I presume the heat's probably carried from there. Well, actually, I know it has. This is the classic waffle stage of the stream where I just talk complete waffle for a couple of minutes because nothing's going on. Well, I mean, I could give you news such as there's a roller coaster crash in Legoland, Germany. I mean, really, really gripping stuff tonight. Let's have a look then. Tyre choice. Pope looking like he's going for a hard here. Michelle going for a soft, and Xavi a hard. The rest are currently stuck on a medium tyre. We'll check that again when the formation lap is on. Now the race tonight will be 153.2935 kilometres. Of course, exactly half distance of the Formula 1 Grand Prix. 70 years since the first Zandvoort race, but of course on an alternate layout. The first half and the last corner were, and the straight were basically the same, but that's as far as it goes. So it's a 4.2 kilometre long circuit. It's not the longest we have. You can never know how much throttle to put on here because it's always, do I go full throttle? Because it's some of those corners you're accelerating while turning, and that can mean disaster on this game. Then we're into the last. Well, I mean, it's 1:30. There we go. As I look down at my clock, someone readies up. Perfect timing for everyone there. We're about to get underway then for round 2. Here in Zand, McLaren are your constructors' leaders. Pope is your drivers' leader. As we go into this race, I'll give a couple of updates when I work it out through the race. If there's safety cars, I'll give it a tot up. But that's where we're going. Pope currently top of the standings for drivers and McLaren for teams. Right, then here we are. Thanks, Alex. We've got medium runners, C1 Tempe Fan, BJ, Smoking Cheese, Warden, also actually hard runners, didn't I? Because that's what they changed off. Bowman, Michael, Atom, Pope, Freddie, Zach, Xavi, and Social Antelope have all gone to the hard tyre. Michelle's gone soft. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the hard, 7 on the medium, and 1 on the soft. So a great split in strategy here. So this is quite an interesting little 88 car in that Alpine. You can just see that on the steering wheel. Yeah, one stop, probably medium hard, maybe medium soft, really, if you really stretch it. But I mean, that's going to push it. El Bowman might be able to do it. I'm not sure, though. Would be very difficult to do something like that. Right then. Here we are about to for this race. Oh dear, that's not what I meant to press. For this race in Zandvoort, round 2 of the TORL season 4. Here we go then. The 5 red lights are about to appear. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights here in the Dutch coastline. The likes of Glenbort looks like it's a decent start. Well, I think it's a pretty even start from everyone there. No one seems to be gaining anything off the start. BJ maybe making moves to the inside of Pope, though. Pope's got the outside line as they come through turn 1. As they fly through, moment there from Atom, I think, as they get off their turn 2. Pope's actually made a move on both BJ and Atom. So from P6 to in a corner, Atom's left the session. He's had some issues with connection in the past few days. So that might be a continuation of that. Let's get let's have a look at the positions. Eclipse, Michelle, Stephanicus and Xavi having good starts at the moment. So then, as we come through, it's Eclipse spinning round. Spinning round at turn number 7. Not a great start for him. We've got Xavi making a move down there on Stephanicus. These two are fighting it out through turn 10 as they go through. And not even at the end of that one, oh my word, Freddie got stuck on the curb there or something. That was very bizarre, that incident. We'll look back up near the front at Michael, who've got away, but they've got C1 Tempe Fan and BJ in 3rd and 4th. BJ's got back past Pope there, and they're on the medium compound tyres. Watch out for them. Xavi's made a mistake. He's dropped a couple of positions, 3 positions in fact, behind Michelle, Cephalicious and Ward. He make that 4 with Social Antelope in front of him now as well. Don't know if there's damage on that car or anything. Here comes BJ. Is he going to make a move to the inside? No, he can't quite. He's going to go for the outside line. No, I don't think that'll work so early on without the tyre differential there. We've already predicted pit stops there, thank you. I know what they're going to be at this point. Oh, here we go. BJ, he's got a great run through turn. Oh, my word, turn 3. As Eclipse already picks up a time penalty. He's retired. Eclipse is in the wall. Is that going to cause a safety car? I think we've got away with it, actually. I don't think there's going to be a safety car here, unless it's a really late call. Ericsson gets past Freddie as well for P14. But we're now on lap 2 of 36 here in Zandvoort. Spun around as well. He's actually gone wide. He's lost a heap of positions from that. Michael is really pressuring the back of Bowman here for the lead of this race. Great camera angle at the front too there. There we go, that's better. When DRS is enabled, Bowman might be under a little bit of pressure here as Sherman gets past the stricken Atom. I'm going to very quickly invite Atom, actually. Where is he on my list? Ericsson's retired from the session. He's joined now, Atom. Great. And we have a safety car. I knew that would happen if I started doing that. And Atom's overtaken Stephalicious. Interesting stuff there. Maybe Stephalicious overtook Atom and had to give the place back. But Atom will get back in his car in P9. Not where he would want to be, of course, because he's lost a few positions off that start. But at least he's still in the race. We've got 14 runners, though. 2 already out at the end of lap 2. Social Land. Oh, what? I can't be the only one who's seen that. I've just realised I should probably get the Twitch chat up, shouldn't I? Let's have a look then. Channel. Oh, Atom was typing earlier. Yeah, Atom was typing earlier, but didn't see it. Sorry, Atom. We got it was a virtual safety car we had. I thought we had a full safety car. That's all right. Then we're going back green again. Saves me time to have to fill. Michael on the back of Bowman. This will be DRS Coward here. Are we going to see a change for the lead on this first DRS straight of the race? No, not quite. Not enough power for Michael on Bowman. Sorry, I flicked down more than I wanted to, but Michael doing a good job of saving some of that ERS. ERS management on this track last year was key, let alone on this game, because of course it was so difficult last year. Oh, that's a bit wide from BJ. That'll invite Pope onto the rear wheel. Good exit though, he's got back within that second. Let's have a look back here. There's a train forming behind Michelle. I think Atom's back in his car, indeed he is. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car train at the back here. Complementing the 6 car train at the front. Oh no, there's contact at the front. Michael's touched Bowman. And Bowman's gone around. As BJ's going for the inside on C1 Tempe Fan. There's carnage at the front there. In the middle of the racetrack. Middle of the mid part of the track. Not what you'd expect to see moves. And all of a sudden, BJ, he's in P2 in this race. Where's that come from? We're going to have to see down this DRS straight if BJ can actually have a run for the lead here, but looks like he's had a bad exit. And if anything, C1 Tempe fan might have the run here on his Haas rival. Open with the DRS. They're both, well, neither of them using from that ERS actually. They're making sure they conserve it. But El Bowman, he's off the back of that train now, ever so slightly. He'll have to fight his way back in. Well then, and I also believe that with that reset to track from Bowman that I saw in the background, he will receive a 15-second penalty. Now I believe that is true. Let me just double check rules. I'm just going to check the document here, because I want to make sure what I've just said is correct. So then, oh, we've got a spin there from Michelle. Oh, and Shabby, actually. No, I mean, that's two separate incidents, actually, down in the mid part of the track. Very weird one. And Stephalicious as well has gone around. Very weird. 3 drivers in the space of half a lap all spinning themselves around. But now we've got Pope on the rear wheel of C1 Tempe Fan. Can he make any moves here? The Williams car, if Shabby retires. Has he actually crashed? Let's have a quick look. Social Antelope. Oh, he has. No, he's retired on track. That car can move. Oh, it's disappeared anyway. But there were no moves up at the front. Bowman is back within that second. So we have definitely got a 6-car train at the front. As Freddie gets past Wardy and Toe on these two still bunning out through turn 1 as they come through turn 2. Ooh, Freddie shuts the door on Wardy. He wasn't going to let him back through there. But this 7-car train at the front has got 3 medium runners and 4 hard runners at the moment. It's a very mixed bag at the moment. Still trying to open up these rules. Oh, it's a spin from Atom. Every time I look down to try and look at something else, someone spins or something like that. It's typical, isn't it? So this time it's Atom who's the victim. The man who came second last week. Not so much luck this week, and he's got damage on that front left. Deary me. Not great for him. Why am I getting... Oh dear, that's not great. Sorry about this. We've got the front train at the moment then. Look at them all flying down towards turn 1. All got DRS, but none of them close enough to make any moves. The man probably closest to make a move at the moment is Stephalicious on the back of Atom, but I can imagine Atom comes in at the end of this lap. Does the Austrian decide to pit? No, he doesn't. Here comes Stephalicious. He knows he needs to get past quite sharpish as Wardy feeds into the pit lane. Stephalicious not this time around. But look at the closing speed through turn 1. He's got so much more grip with a full front. Atom made a little mistake there in turn 3. Very slightly opened the door, but not fully. Still, we've got this 7-car train at the front. Championship leader Pope in P4 at the moment. As it stands, I think Michael would take the lead of the championship. But with that contact, he may pick up a pen. As I still can't open this thing to see if it's a 15-second penalty. But I believe it is a 15-second time penalty for resetting to track. So then, let's see if Stephalicious can take this advantage on lap 8. Now on to lap 9. Well, actually, no. 7 to 8. He's going to have to go the long way around. Atom, he's going for it around the outside of turn 1. Atom's got a little bit of understeer, of course, with that damage. They're still side by side through turn 2 as they come through there. Nice racing from the pair of them, but Stephalicious is through and up into P9 where he'd want to, well, not exactly where he wants to be, but ahead of Atom's where he wants to be. And now he's got to start trying to chase after Freddie. He's running a very lonely race at the moment. 8.5 seconds, 21 in front of him, 7 behind him. I mean, that's quite a lonely race for him. Michelle and Antelope going side by side through turn 1. Antelope's got the run through the exit, though. Ooh, nothing that Antelope can do through that. But he's on the soft compounder tyre here. You can see how much more grip he had. He tapped the rear end of Michel. No damage done in the end to either driver. So all okay through there. Front runners again going through. I'll have a quick look at Smoke and Cheese here. He's going for the inside on Pope into turn 1. Spin for Stephalicious as well down at turn 11. But Cheese couldn't quite make the move there, as Pope has lost contact with the front 3. And it's still 4-5 for those two. Stephalicious into the pits as well. Here comes Smoke and Cheese though, actually. Ooh, I thought he was going to go to the outside there. Very weird place to make a move there. Let's see then. Lap 9 of 36. A quarter distance here. Let's see what will unfold in the 75% we have yet to run. This race could still go absolutely anywhere from here. We've got Smoke and Cheese still on the back of Pope. Pope's just trying to edge inside that DRS C110B fan. He's on the bubble. I don't think he's going to get it. BJ, oh, he's had a moment. He's in the wall. He's crashed. He's got no front wing. He's going to have to come into the pit lane. Yes, he is. Got no front wing. He was running in P2 in this race. He's blowing it all away. And he's sped in the pit lane. Oh, dear. Comedy of errors there from BJ Van Lerven. And he's going to find himself P9 here behind Atom. Deary me. Awful for him. Oh, as Stephalicious goes wide. I saw that on the mini-map there. He might have got wide or something like that. I don't particularly know what he could have done down there. But this front train that was of 7 is now splintered a bit. Michael is a second and a half up the road. Then it's a second and a half, effectively, to Pope. And then Pope's got the train of Cheese, Bowman and Sherman behind him. Bowman will really want revenge on Michael after the collision at turn 7. Or, sorry, turn 9, I should say. On the opening laps. They come out in towards the final 2 corners at C. All they can do. 2 corners to run them for L. Bowman. Final corner rounded. He's close, but he's not close enough for Smoke and Cheese to make a move on this lap. Likewise with Smoke and Cheese and Pope. Not enough that they can do to be close enough there. Here they come then, Bowman right on the back of Smoke and Cheese here, and you've got more ERS. Is he going to go for an audacious move? The outside of 7. Gone for the switchback though on the Mercedes driver. The reigning champion is under pressure here from the man in the Alpine. Turn 8, Bowman got the line down the inside of turn 9. No, but Smoke and Cheese has gone a little bit deeper than he maybe would have wanted. Bowman can carry all that speed through turn 9 and now through turn 10. Through there now. Smoke and Cheese has lost contact with the DRS, which means he's very vulnerable from Bowman now. Just a few tenths split these 2 drivers, and Bowman will have the DRS. Oh, he's had a moment though. Halfway through the corner, he's had a moment that can invite Zach Sherman towards the back of him. He's not too careful. This front train is splintering apart as we go through this opening stint. See then, can Sherman have enough? I don't think he can. Not quite enough for Sherman. Unlucky, really. But Bowman's still within contact with Smoke and Cheese. Who's that? That's Atom. Atom has now got no front wing. But he's soldiering on. How horrible that looks. 4.3 was the gap to BJ. Oh, Atom. Terrific on board there. Was Michel retired? Oh, he's crashed. That could be a safety car. Yes, it is. Opening safety car of the night. We've got 12 runners left on lap 12. 4 are already out. And we've got a safety car. I've got to say, that really helps the medium runners. They can go to hards. Oh, we've got a Delta glitch. all the drivers had to stop there because the deltas were a long way over. Here comes Michael then. Does he pit? I'm sure C110P fan will. Michael does pit. So does C110P fan. Pope does not. Cheese will. Bowman stays out. Takes P2 behind championship leader Bowman. Sherman stays out as well. What does Michael go on to then? Mediums from here? Tad ambitiously, I think you have to say. Freddie comes into the pit lane. And that was Stephalicious a lap down into the pit lane as well. Social Antelope is a lap down as well. So we've only got 10 drivers on the lead lap here. The last man is Wardy. This will give Atom the chance to change tyres onto a... Oh, I changed front wing, I should say. So then, we've got Pope in the lead, and then Bowman, and then Sherman, then Michael, C110P fan, Smoker Cheese, Freddy, then it will be BJ, then Atom, and then Wardy. And then Social Antelope, and then Stephalicious, but those two are one whole lap down. Social Antelope is begging to be let past so that he can be back on the lead lap. You can just see him there, fourth in the queue. Zach's let him by, or trying to, I think. Or he had a mistake or something. And I saw him on the grass out of that final corner. I don't particularly know why. Thought that was more intentional, but maybe it was just an accident. And then look at round turn 3 near 180-degree corner. Sorry again. Let's see then. Is there anything that can happen? There sure is. This race could go anywhere from here. We've still got a few drivers who need to come into the pit lane and put on their, well, take their mandatory stop. Those drivers are Pope, Bowman, Sherman. BJ is coming to the pit lane as well. Excuse me. Oh, to truck on a set of hards again. So then, let's just check that nothing's being said. Nope. Social Antelope says he might retire in the pits if he doesn't get let pass, because he'll be a lap down and there's probably no hope of recovering those positions. But Michael was feigning an entry to the pit lane there, but not so. And we'll hopefully just have the one more lap under safety car now. Nearing half distance here. We're edging towards it slowly but surely. 14 down. 22 to go. Short lap, of course, only about 1 minute 15, even in race trim. That's 4 laps every 5 minutes or so. Right then. I mean, absolute gripping action in the Europa League this evening. Fenerbahce drawing 1-1 with Slovako. Great team there. And yeah, currently Sligo Rovers 1, Viking 0. So it's a shame. Big up the Sligo Rovers. Gotta love a bit of Sligo Rovers. Come on, I mean, you can't say no to a bit of Sligo Rovers, can you? Let's see then. Hopefully safety car, well, safety car is in the snap. I missed the message because I was looking at my phone. We'll go on board with Zach Sherman here. He's the third car on the train, just so we can see when Pope decides he's going to bolt it. All three of these drivers currently on the hards that they started on. They're going to hope the IndyCar theme of caution speed, cautions rain, comes true for them because they'll want another pit stop. Sherman's had an awful X out of the final corner. Michael's got the run here. They've all got the run. They're 3 wide down the main straight. Here comes Michael to the outside of turn 1. And there's Freddie Boy and C110B fan getting involved as well. Oh, mistake on the exit. Oh my word, they're all coming through there. Bowman leads from Pope, but there was a mistake and Sherman still is in P3. Here comes Michael to the outside of Freddie. He's going to hold it there and he's going to have the run here on Zach. And he's got the move. What a move there from Michael. Does he have the run here on El Bowman? I think he does. Oh, he gets shoved wide and Bowman's in the wall. There's contact and Bowman's going to slip down past behind Atom here, who's on the soft compound. Oh, he's ahead of Atom, but Atom's on the soft compound tyre. And Atom's had a little spin. And there's contact there with who's that? Who's that down there? BJ and Smoking Cheese and C110P fan, I think, as Michael goes for Zach once again. Oh my word, what a restart that was. As Freddie and Bowman are going side by side. Here comes Atom on the both of them. Atom's back up into P5. I think it was Wardy spinning himself around, not Atom. That was crazy. I'm going to have to see some onboards from that after this race because that was ridiculous action on that restart. Pope now leads. Bowman slipped down to 6th. Michael is in a great position here. If those tyres can hang on to the end, he is really in the driving seat at the moment. Here they come then. Through turn 1. Have a bit of a breather. I got a bit hot there. Bowman's come into the pits. They've all pit. Bowman, C110B fan, Wardy, BJ, they've all come into the pit lane. They've all got to get new front wings, I think. And then they will be all hunky-dory. Bowman is onto a medium. BJ is onto a soft. Oh my word, as Michael gets close to the Pope. Here comes Atom as well on Freddie. Back down on that one a little bit there. C110B fan and Wardy are ahead of BJ now as well. That was done on the pit lane, so you've got that little train down there. Bowman now all on his own down in P7. So, what a difference a couple of laps can make, eh? And we've still got this front train of 5, with arguably the fastest man in it, Atom, down in P5. On paper, Touchman Pope should be the slowest. He's currently leading the race as they fly through turn 14, the final corner. Has anybody got? It doesn't help Atom that he's got a medium runner in front of him and then a hard runner. But here comes Atom to get a try and make the run. He had a fastest final sector, but it wasn't enough for him there. There's only about 4.5 tenths between him and Sherman, 2 cars in front of him. Just showing you how close they're getting through there. Turn 3. Negotiated well by all 5 drivers. Michael has a slight run here, so does Atom, as Bowman comes into the pit and retires from the session. We've only got 11 drivers left. So then, I think Stephalicious is lapped as well. Oh, mistake from Freddie. And Zach, actually. Zach spun around, that's what it is. Zach had the issue. You may have had contact with Freddie, because we couldn't. It was just out of shot there. Oh no, Freddie spun himself around. Bizarre scenes at the moment. I mean, there's just confusing incidents at the moment. There aren't just incidents, there's confusing incidents. Here comes Michael then on Pope. He's looking for the race lead here. Coming around the final corner, opens the DRS. Should have this slam dunk easily done to the inside of turn 1. We'll have a better braking move through turn 1. Pope drives the outside line, but to no avail. And that's Michael back into the race lead. Just after the halfway point in this race. We've completed 18 laps. We've got 18 laps here in Zandvoort for this second round of the TORL Season 4 season. Zach Sherman going onto a medium tyre now. Should stay ahead of C1 Tempe Fan and retain 6th position. Spin from BJ, and he's going to drop to 9th behind Wardy. Here they come then. Here comes Atom on Touch Me, but that was a great move to the inside of turn 11 there from the Austrian. On a flyer at the moment, is he trying to go soft to the end? Because if he is, I think he's now legitimately ahead of Pope here. Because they've both got to pit again theoretically. He's got the run on Michael here. Has he got quite enough? Oh, just not enough. Into turn 1. Oh, he taps Michael. But no damage done. Here we go then. Up through turn 3. This is the fight for the lead of the Grand Prix. Atom on those soft tyres. It's fighting with Michael on the medium. Can anything be done by either driver? Atom is so close. Is he going to try the same move again on Michael? It all depends on this exit, I guess. Out of 9. Or 10, I should say. He's got the run. He's got the DRS. Not quite enough here. In towards 11 and 12. He's very close, though, to the back of that AlphaTauri car. He might be able to get a run through the final 2 corners. Here he comes, then. Rounding the final corner. Opens up that ERS active. He's not got much of it. A little bit of lag there. But Atom's got the inside line. And if we look at it from Pope's point of view, we can see he's got the position as Stephalicious spins around there. Down at the final corner. Looks like Michael was trying to go back at Atom there. Into turn 3, but Atom has got the position. And he is up into the lead here. He was very near the back for a while, but now he is leading the Dutch Grand Prix. Hasn't got that much cushion to Michael though. I thought he may have been able to run away a little bit more than that, but I think those softs might be starting to go off. He'll have to pit again for another set of soft tyres. So then, they're still coming through here. Atom's got a bit of a bigger gap through there. Pope is looking like he's got a little bit of a run here on Michael, and he does. He's going to go to the outside here at turn 1. Nothing he can do there. Is there a little bit of rain in the air? It just looks to me like it's got a little bit darker as Wardy spins around. Here they come then through turn 7 towards turn 8. They go. Touch from me, Pope is 3/10 behind Michael, who has been gapped here by Atom in this sector. As BJ is going for the inside on Wardy, actually, through turn 1. But Wardy's got the line. They're still going to go side by side through turn 2. But I think Wardy's got that inside line, a little bit of contact. Turn 3, no harm done by any of them. Here comes Pope then on Michael. As Touch from Pope comes into the pit lane there. Deary me. Well, he's fed up on those hard tyres. He's going for a soft, I presume, at this point. Must be. You wouldn't want to go anything else. He's gone medium. He's gone for the medium. So it now leaves Atom and Michael ahead. It'll be interesting to see where Pope comes out. Well, he's come comfortably out in P5. That means Atom would come out in P4. And Pope is not... Oh, no, sorry, I was looking at Smoking Cheeses. He's 14 seconds behind Smoking Cheese. Now, if Atom comes into the pits and slaps on a fresh set of softs, could he catch? Would there be enough time? I mean, he's going to have to pit again. There's no way he's making these to the end. Atom then, he's losing the time. The grip is leaving him. Michael's catching him back up. I don't know if there's rain in the air. Is Atom coming in this lap? He is. Is he going to go soft or medium to the end, though, here? Because he's gone 11 laps now on those softs. He's got 13 to go, actually. He's going medium. I'd say that's the smart choice from Atom. Let's see, then. Let's go on board with Pope. Because he's gone through this tyre warm-up phase. So he'll be a little bit behind Atom here. But he should have the tyres nicely up to temperature. So should gain a little bit on Atom through the first few corners. The gap is just over 2 seconds here as they come through turn 3. But look at the time he's going to gain through here. Look at that. He's eating away into Atom's advantage. Out of there. 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. Make that... Oh, it's still going to be 1.6 as they roll up the hill. And then come down at the speed corner where he gains a little bit of time in through here. 1.5 through here. Make that 1.4, 1.3 through here. Is he going to come down 1.2, 1.1? He's nearly within that DRS window of the Austrian. 1.1. Is he going to sneak inside just now? No, not quite. He's got a few more corners. The advantage is going to start slipping away here. He's got a little bit. He's got a tiny bit. He's just about within. Just about out. It's so close through here. Social Antelope is left. There's still 10 drivers left. Cephalicious is heading for a point despite being a lap down here. Good commitment. Oh, a little bit of a moment there from Atom. And Pope has definitely got that DRS on the Austrian. Now, can these two battle their... Oh, as Wardy goes around. Can these two battle their way back up to the podium? They've got a long way to go to do it. But if anybody is going to do it, it's probably Atom and Pope here. Remember also, Michael may have a penalty for spinning around El Bowman. That'll be down to stewards. We'll await the result of that post-race. Here we go, then the race is done. Not too many moves going on. Sherman just lapping Stefan. Gaps have opened up. These are the only two within DRS at the moment. So we'll calmly watch these two. It has been a cracking race, I think you'd have to say. Really intriguing. Great moments as well. That safety car restart, really a standout moment of the race. Here comes Pope. Does he have enough on Atom on this run? I don't think he does towards turn 1. So then, 10.5 laps still remaining here. In this Dutch Grand Prix. I haven't said Austrian there because looking at Atom. Qualifying was close. The race has been sort of close up to this point where the gaps have started opening up. Which is a shame, but, you know, it was probably very likely to happen. Here they come then. Ooh, a little bit of a snap. It looked like the rear started leaving Pope there through turn 12, I should say. Now the gap has come down to 11.8 with these two. 11.7. They are closing on Smoking Cheese in P3. But whether they're closing quick enough is the question. These are the kind of races I enjoy racing in. Like, even if I was someone like Freddie here, 2 seconds behind the leader, but just like pounding around, getting the laps in. getting the consistency. Not too stressful because you haven't got too much fighting going on. It's quite nice and calm. Atom will be pushing though to try and catch back up towards the podium positions. I do think Freddie could be on for the win here. Genuinely, because I think Michael will get a penalty for the contact with El Bowman. Smoke and Cheese might also be up there as well if it's a 3 second, because he's very close to that. About 3.1 seconds between those two at the moment. Here they come. There's still line of stern, these two. As Michael starts lap 28. Hope is still on the back of that. He's being carried at the moment. Probably biding his time. Giving it, nice and calm. Doesn't want to push too hard because he doesn't want to make a mistake. This is still be a good result, P5 for him. And even if he got to P4 just at the end there, wouldn't be too bad at all. Oh, has Pope's left the session? Nope, not having that. Not having that at all. That's an invite straight away. Freddie picks up a 3-second time penalty. Hello, Smoke and Cheese. Freddie comes into the pit lane. Well, I don't know why he's done that. Atom's now on the podium. Bizarre. I don't know why Freddie... Why did Freddie do that then? I'm stunned into silence here. Oh, and Pope's AI's pitted in for another set of softs, putting him behind Sherman now. Oh, that's irritating. And now we really have got open gaps here. No too close to anyone else. I mean, my only thought is Freddie may think he might be able to catch back up to Atom. But that's a long shot. C1 Tempe fans on a mega stint here. If he's trying to get to the end, then he's good luck, because there are going to be some dead tyres at the end of the race. Yellow flag down there. Who's that? Is that Pope? Oh, I think it was Stefalish maybe having a moment on his old hard tyres. Smoke and Cheese though, those mediums are starting to go off on that AlphaTauri car because the race is coming back to the Mercedes driver, reigning champion of course. Only picked up a 10th place last time out. Oh, hang on. I've just tried to look at the standings from last season. I've touched Confirm's retired in the pit lane. As BJ has a moment. Going very slowly indeed. Well, that's a puncture. Look at that front left. He's got a puncture. Well, I haven't seen that before. But Pope has retired in the pit lane and left the session. Unless he's crashed it on pit exit. Can't really see. Oh, and the track's gone green again. I think he crashed it on pit exit there. I don't know how, but I think he has. Sherman's closed right out to the back of Steven Tempe fan, of course, because he's on that really old tyres. So then, 6 laps to go. Smoke and Cheese is really now closing in on the leading car. There's a ping. I'm being told something. Oh, right. Oh, it was Pope saying thank you for the invite. So then, just over 5 laps to go now then, here in the Netherlands. Smoke and Cheese have anything to say. Can he win it on track here? He's definitely gaining on the Altarian lead here. But of course, remember, Michael had that collision with El Bowman earlier on in the race. And there could be a penalty coming his way. Atom is still sort of closing in on these two. But you've got Wardy and BJ between them, the lapped cars. Here comes Smoke and Cheese, and he's within the DRS window now. Really pushing to get inside at the moment. Really is getting inside. Let's see, he's got the DRS. He's really closing in on the leader here. Can he even get it in towards turn 1? Here he comes then, towards turn 1. Still not enough here. Still not enough for Smoke and Cheese. I mean, even at this point, I think even with a penalty, Michael would pick up P2, and theoretically, that puts him, I should say, in the lead of the championship. Here comes Smoke and Cheese then. Really pushing this Michael down through every corner now. He'll want to get past on track, of course, but there's always, if he doesn't, always he lifts and coasts. Oh dear. Smoke and Cheese is underfueled to kart. Smoke and Cheese, as he always does, has really problematically underfueled the kart. Let's see then, has he got the run through the final corner? He looks like he's got the run here. He's using the DRS. He's going to go for it this time round. He's going to the outside line. Oh, he's gone really deep though. We just about on track. Gets the up and under though. Out of turn 1. Is he going to have it side by side through turn 2? No, not quite. Through turn 2. So he's just still sat there. He's got 2.5 laps to go now to overtake the car in front of him. Two and a half laps. 5 DRS zones for Smoke and Cheese to use before the end of the... Well, 5.5, actually, for him to use here. And he's really, really close. You can see he's about 5 car lengths behind at this point. Going towards turn 11 and turn 12. Lifts and coasts through there. There's Stephalicious in front of them up there. Oh, a little bit of a mistake from Michael through turn 13, the penultimate corner. Here comes Smoke and Cheese. We're just about to start the penultimate lap of the Dutch Grand Prix. Here comes the reigning champion. It's going to be forced around the outside once again. He's going to make sure he brakes earlier this time. And he gets thrown all the way around the outside. He's still going around there. They're side by side this time through turn 2. Who's going to come out on top? Around the outside comes Smoke and Cheese. He's got the run. He's got the inside line of turn 3. This is for the race lead here on the penultimate lap of the Dutch Grand Prix, but Michael's got the better exit out of turn 3, and he once again holds the lead here in the Netherlands. And there's only one more lap to go for Smoke and Cheese to try and find himself past. So then, oh my word, look how close they are as they come through turn 8 and 9. Right then, here we go then. One more turn 1 showdown in this Dutch Grand Prix that has served up quite a treat for most for parts of the race. Here we come then, final corner. Opens the DRS. He's got such a run here on the AlphaTauri car. Is he going to finally have enough? He's going to go around the outside for the third time in 3 laps. He looks like he got a little bit further in front through here as they go side by side. Oh, it's so close to contact for the lead of the Grand Prix, but they're through. And it's Smoking Cheese who now leads the Dutch Grand Prix. And Michael is now behind. Atom is closing in. Could Atom possibly sneak within the time he needs? Maybe a 3 seconds there, because he might pick up P2 if there's a penalty incoming for Michael. But Smoking Cheese, I don't think anything can stop him now. He's on for the race win at the moment. He's only got a few more corners to negotiate. As he pulls away from Michael at this point, Atom is gaining on his rival for P2 here. I'm going under the presumption he might have a 3 second hit. And he's really gaining. He's picked up the DRS off his teammate as well. Use your ERS, mate. Come on. Press the button. He's got to get within inside. Oh, a mistake from Michael through there as well. Atom is within 3 seconds he needs, maybe. Possibly. We don't know how much he'll need. Smoking Cheese also made a mistake. He's made a massive mistake. He spun himself out of the final corner on the racetrack. Michael's going to come around the final corner and provisionally, on track, win the Dutch Grand Prix. It's going to be Atom who comes home P2. But it's Freddie even on P3. What's going on here? I think Smoking Cheese might just come home for P3 here. Oh my word, I don't know what's going on there. Smoking Cheese does come home for P3. But he bottled it. Smoking Cheese bottled it at the end. Oh no. I don't know what happened to Atom either, actually, because he's dropped 6 seconds to Michael. Did he get a penalty or something? No. Oh, that might be a desync, actually. That might be a desync. Unless he ran out of fuel or something. But that's kind of crazy what I've just witnessed. Cephalicious and BJ reversing across the line. Come on, lads. We haven't got all day. And there we go. So, I can't quite believe what I've just seen. I'm kind of lost for words here. I don't quite know what's happened, if I'm honest. I'm stunned. But the race winner here is Michael. And I don't quite know how, why, or where. Let's get them in the party, shall we? We've got to get... There they are then, all on the podium. Celebrating with the champagne. And let's see them. Here's your provisional results. Very quickly, Atom, because I know you joined the party. Did you just desync at the end there? Okay, whatever. We'll wait for him. Michael wins from Atom from Smoky Cheese, who, let's be honest, bottled it on the line. Freddie in P4 with Zach P5. C110 fan P6. He was half a minute down with Wardy, BJ, and Cephalicious all a lap down. They'll all pick up points, though. But the people who won't are Pope, Bowman, Social Antelope, Michelle, Shabby, Ericsson, and Eclipse, who all DNF'd from the race. And they won't be seeing any points added to their tally in this season. Let's get off this screen. Get back into the showroom. Hello, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Atom, did you desync at the end there, Atom?
No. 3 laps to the end, you said Smoking Cheese under fuel. Then I was like, oh shit. I did as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
But,
I see. So,
yeah.
So you've made... Yeah, okay. Right. That makes sense then. So Michael's definitely won then. Because I know that Bowman was complaining of an incident, and I didn't know if there'd be a penalty incoming. But that means Michael's probably won then. I'll go into the virtual showroom. I'll invite Smoking Cheese again. just to see if he joins. Just wait. I'll give him 30 seconds. Right, well, that was a exciting race at times. I mean, there were a few laps where you were trying to work out what was going on. Smokey said he tried to make the end of the race exciting as it was last week. See if he replies to me. At all. Right, well, I mean, for the championship, I believe that definitely means that the leader is going to be Michael. I don't know how I forgot your name. You're here. And then followed by Atom, who should be second on 36. Michael, you should have 43. You came third last week, didn't you, Michael?
Yes.
Yes, so 43, 36. Perfect stuff. Smoke Cheese doesn't look like he's going to join. He hasn't replied, so I'll just crack on. We'll go with Atom then, the man in the McLaren. I speak to you far too often at this point, for what it's worth. But in that race, you were at the back after the start, and you've done one of your Atom-esque recovers through the field. How was that for you?
Well, yeah. First, I rejoined, and every time you rejoin, like, it's a glitch. The car just felt completely different. So I spun, yellow wing. Then last corner, lost it again, red wing, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay out and hope for a miracle. Then the safety car came out. No, nobody really pitted, only two, I think. Thought, yeah, let's go for softs if I wanna salvage anything here. Then the restart was weird. Everyone was like not going, so apart
Yeah.
like most of them, and had the overspeed on the softs compared to the hards and the older mediums. Well, yeah, I think I would have caught Michael, or at least behind him by 1 second, if I didn't have the fuel issue, because I could have gone like 1 second quicker per lap in the last 3 or 4. So
Yeah.
definitely, I mean, considering where I was at one point, I'm really happy with second place again.
Yeah, I mean, again, just get the points up, to be fair, isn't it? 36 at the moment. 7 behind Michael, who we'll talk to now, Michael. I mean, it seemed pretty calm, relatively. I mean, you didn't have too many, apart from that incident near the start with El Bowman, which I know you said that you just made a mistake.
Genuinely outbroke myself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very easy to do that corner. I kind of presumed that at the time as well. But like that rate, I mean, the waves kind of parted for you, didn't they? Because like Freddie pitted as well. Because I thought Freddie was going to start attacking you, and then he pitted onto a soft.
Yeah.
But I mean, you controlled that race realistically. I mean, how does that feel to get the first win of the season?
Oh, you know what? It feels good, you know. It's been a while since I've had a win. It really is. But I really was crapping myself during the last bit of the race. After the first safety car, I was like, oh crap, that's just ruined my whole strategy. So I'm gonna go for hard to medium. I mean, I did that anyway, but like that's how I wanted it to go. But you know,
Yeah.
after the safety car, I thought, you know, I might as well pit. And if everyone else pits, just in like Bowman, loads of other people in front of me didn't pit, I was like, oh crap, like, these are all on hards, so I don't know how this is gonna go. So I ended up going into the back of Bowman again after trying to get a quick start. So I ended up having wingage, so that's why I was going so slowly throughout the rest of throughout the race. So when obviously I've started getting a bit of distance to all the other people, everyone else started to pit. So Atom and Smoking Cheese started pitting. I was like, oh my god, no. Like, nah, this is really not good, because the tyre wear, I was averaging like 3 to 4% a lap. And by the time it got to 70, I was like, nah, I have to add some brake bias to this. Like, nah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the tyres, how dead were they at the end? Like, what was the percent they were on at the
I
end?
was on over 83%.
Oh my god!
I was really hoping
Because
for him to
I
not
thought when
pop.
he pitted, can he get? I don't think he can get to the end on these.
No,
And
I
then
don't think he can.
I thought, and if he does, they're going to be dead at the end. And, well, obviously. But I mean, well done again to the both of you. Thanks for joining as well. It makes my life easier when people join the thing instead of just, are they joining? Are they not joining? But yeah, well done to both of you. Thank you for joining. Next week in TORL, I've got pinged. What have I got pinged about? Oh, it's because the instant report. Next week, we have got Australia. So that'll be the newly, well, not reformed, remade, whatever it is. Updated, there you go, Australian track. We'll be in Melbourne for that. So join us next week, same time, same place, on the Takeover Racing Twitch. And thank you from me for watching the race, and well done to Atom. It's from Michael Atom at Smoking Cheese. Nearly got the wrong order of that, but thank you all for watching, and it's a good.